this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have another fun fold card for you guys. This is called a buckle card. At least that's what I see people calling it when you look on Pinterest. I did not really follow anybody's particular designs. Just went ahead and kind of created my own. The base is pretty simple, you know, to figure out. So let's go ahead and show you. This is how it opens. And then you can see you have room to do some stamping on the inside of your card. So it's called a buckle card because of the way that it you know, goes in here, which is really fun. And of course I decided to use one of our new sweets. This is the Peaceful Sweet Poppies. So this is a very large sweet in our new mini catalog. It is on page 24, actually through 27. So let's talk about this sweet a little. It's a very big sweet, but it has a lot of products in it, which are really beautiful and great to have in your collection. So there's some gorgeous paper that coordinates and has beautiful colors, as you can see here: Poppy Parade, Calypso Coral, Flirty Flamingo, Crushed Curry, Old Olive, Mossy Meadow, Pool Party, Rich Razzleberry, and Blackberry Bliss. So just a beautiful combination. There are 2 stamp sets with 2 sets of dies that coordinate with this product. There's some sequins, there's some ribbon, there's some other elements here. I am going to show you all of these. And then you have some more inspiration. It kind of gives you a close-up look. The Painted Poppies stamp set is actually all images and no sentiments. So that's why you need both sets, so that you can get this lovely Peaceful Moments, which is all sentiments, to use together. It's just a gorgeous suite of products. So let me show you a few of the elements. So here are the sequins. We are going to use a couple of these on today's project. Some of these are just regular round sequins, and then others look like little flowers. So I chose a few of the flower ones to put on here, and I'll actually do maybe today's card without those, just so you can see the difference. Here are the elements that come in there, and so these are just pre-punched pieces that you can add to your designs. This black one has a little bit of embossing, so it's very pretty. I love the labels. And then these edge pieces. Here is some vellum. I'm sure that's probably hard to see on camera. With maybe if I put it over the black, you can kind of see there's some leaves, there's some flowers, some taller flowers, and then a grouping of flowers. And then these are also embossed, so white on white. So you can just do some fun coloring with these. So you get a lot of pieces in this little element set. Excuse me, I feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. So like I mentioned, the Painted Poppies is just an image set. That coordinates with the Painted Labels dies. These are what these look like. So lovely size label. This reminds me of some of our swirly images we've had in the past. Here's another cute label and leaves and borders. So very fun. Here is that Peaceful Moments. This is a cling set, so you get lots of images for front as well as inside, which I love. And then that coordinates with our Poppy Moments. So again, we have some beautiful large poppies, leaves, and then this is a great image to use maybe in your background, or however, you know, what other creative ideas I'm sure that we'll see people doing with those. So we are going to be using some of that. We're going to use a couple of our blends. I am using the Light Rich Razzleberry and Light Poppy Parade. Here is the white crinkled seam binding ribbon, so very easy to use. What I love about this is you can color this with your Stampin' Blends. Now we're not using it on today's project, but I have used it on a recent project that I'll be sharing soon, and it's so great for coloring. So you can have your own custom ribbon to go with any project. We're going to use our classic label punch to create that little element. We are using some of our layering circle dies, so I have a scalloped and a regular one here. I have a scrap of Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Flirty Flamingo. And then for our base, we are using a piece of Poppy Parade. So this is 8.5 by 4 1/4, and I scored it at 3. So I have a piece of DSP that is cut 2 3/4 by 4. I have another piece of Poppy Parade. This is 5.5 by 1 3/4, and then it's scored at 1/4 inch on this edge here, and we're going to put some tear and tape there. And then I have another piece of DSP that is 1.5 by 3, so that's going to help us create our little belt element. And then I have a piece of Whisper White that is 4 by 5 1/4 to go on the inside of our card. So let's go ahead. We can probably lay down our DSP here. And all sides of this paper is so pretty. Let me lay this down, and then I'll grab my stack of paper to show you. And all of these products are now available to order for customers. So you can pick all of these up in my online store. And because it's Celebration, you will get free products if you purchase this suite, because it is over the qualifying order. So you'll definitely get a few free products. So once you have your DSP down, we're going to take our classic label punch and we're going to put that in all the way up as far as it goes. We're going to make sure we have about the same side on each side and just punch that. Okay, here is all the different patterns of the designer series paper, and I love that you have some that are just plain but beautiful, you know, that has some texture to them in this suite. The colors are just so pretty. So let's get these all up. So look at this one, isn't that pretty? Look at that beautiful bold green. So here are all of the different sides of the designer series paper. And so far, I mean, my initial, I was drawn to this one. I love the pool party in the background, which is why I chose this for this card, but I actually love all of them. I love the purples and the greens, and look at this pretty red. And this is just a great piece here that I have to figure out how I want to use. So definitely a gorgeous set of paper. Okay. All right, so why don't we let me put a little bit of tear and tape on this 1/4 inch piece of our buckle. I just want to get that in there. So how we're going to do this is going to adhere back here, and since it's the same color, you know, it won't really matter. So that looks like it's about in the middle. Let me peel this back. You can fold your tear and tape so that it's not hanging out. And then let's just get that down. Let's grab our designer series paper here. Let's put that over on this side. So you could do this either way. You know, if you wanted to come this way, you could have flipped your designer series paper around. You can open it from either side. Alright, so let's do some of our die cutting, and then we'll get into our stamping. So let me grab my die cutting machine. Why don't we start with our circle. So I'm going to do Pool Party for my plain one, and then let's do Poppy Parade for the scalloped. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get my background of my flower in that color as well. So I can do all 3 of those at one time. Okay. Let's grab our dies so I don't misplace those. Alright. And let's grab that scrap of Flirty Flamingo. I'm going to grab that little overlay piece for our flower. And we're going to run that through. Okay. Alright, you can see just those pieces pop right out very nicely. Nice little delicate piece. Okay, let's set this aside. Alright, and then let's grab our inside layer. So this is our Whisper White. I'm going to grab my Memento Tuxedo Black, and I'm going to ink up part of this flower image. And I'm going to do it before I adhere to my card. And let me just grab a little Post-it in case I go off. You don't have to worry about getting that all over my... But what I do like to pay attention to is my buckle. So I want it below my buckle. Okay. Alright. Could have stamped that a little bit better. Let's get those out of our way. Okay, now I'm going to do my happy birthday. So I'm going to ink that up in the black as well. And let me pull this closer. I'm just afraid that I'm going to be crooked. Alright, now let's get our other inside sentiment. And that is going to go in this lower corner over here. Oh, and that's a little bit crooked. Okay, well, we're going to go with it. Alright, so let's grab some glue. And let's get this down. Okay, would have liked to have that straighter, but we'll make do. It's handmade, right? Sometimes you can't be perfect all the time. Alright, so that will be covered, see? And then that looks pretty good. Alright, now let's put our other pieces together. We'll take our pool party circle. We'll drop that in the center. I made myself a nice big border. And then here are two pieces to layer together with the flower. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue there, and then I'm going to just put a tiny bit, little dot around. And then whatever you find more easier for you. You might want to do it from the back like this to try to line up. I'm using the liquid glue because you get a little bit more wiggle room. See? I did make a few little dots of glue. Let me take my stamp case and just give that a press for a moment. Alright, then we're going to take a couple dimensionals. Stick those on there. Okay, and then we're going to add this with some tear and tape too. So let me just grab a couple pieces here of tear and tape. I'm going to put that right to the center. Give that a nice press. There we go. And then we can They are beautiful flower. I just love these colors. Aren't they pretty? All right, now let's open this and let's do a little bit of coloring. So we're going to grab our Stampin' Blends that we mentioned. And we'll just do a nice variation of Poppy Parade with our rich, a little touch there. All right, so that completes our buckle card. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. You can see here I used a little sequins on this one, so you guys can decide which ones you like, whether it's plain or with a few of those adorable sequins. So I do hope you enjoyed this. You can find a full supply list in the description of the video, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.